In early September, Matthew, Nova, our friend JJ, and I packed up and headed north for the Adirondack Canoe Classic. This year marked the 40th anniversary of the race, during which paddlers cover 90 miles of the Northern Forest Canoe Trail over 3 days. We arrived at our first campsite only to be greeted by a rainstorm, so we all piled into the back of the car for dinner. The next morning, it was off to the races.
Get set, go for the 40th anniversary of the Adirondack Canoe Classic. We'll see you in Blue Mountain Lake.
So it is day one of the Adirondack Canoe Classic. Nova and I are the pit crew for JJ and Matthew. They just got on the water, just left the starting line, so Nova and I are gonna head back to camp to just get a few last things we left there and then kind of slowly make our way to their finish line for the day. I think today is 30 miles, 35 miles, I have to check, but yeah, I'm excited for them. I think it's gonna be a really fun adventure. Hopefully the rain holds out. It's a little gloomy this morning, but temperature's good, a little bit humid, but not too bad. So we'll head back to camp and then figure the rest out from there. After grabbing our things from camp, I made a pit stop at a local donut shop for a team treat. Nova and I then headed over to a portaging point and waited for Matthew and JJ to come through so we could restock them with water and food. Unfortunately, plans changed when Nova, who has been in a cone for several weeks after cutting herself and getting stitched up, ripped open one of said stitches while we waited on the sidelines. After getting her cleaned up, we made it to the finish line in time to see JJ and Matthew complete day one of the race. Then it was back to camp to rest up for day two. In the morning, Matthew and JJ headed back out on the water, and I made a detour to take Nova to the vet. The boys completed 33 miles with 1¼ miles of portaging on day two of the race. After a long day for all of us, we spent the evening at our beautiful lakeside campsite before crashing early. The final day of the 90-miler luckily began at our campground, which made for an easy commute to the starting line. After fueling up with coffee and making plenty of PB&Js for the trip, Matthew and JJ were off on the final leg of this adventure.
Well, I can tell you that we paddled 65 miles and it feels like we paddled 650 miles.
Any thoughts to add?
They're holding me hostage. They're making me do this. Just quick, call somebody.
Will we do this again next year? We'll have to see next year.
Bye, good luck.
Day 3, 65 miles down, 25 to go. How you feeling?
Let's get it done. Guys, incredible.
So Matthew and JJ just finished the Adirondack Canoe Classic. I think they had a lot of fun, but definitely learned a lot and are pretty tired. This trip took a bit of a turn with Nova getting a stitch out on day 1 and having to take her to the vet yesterday on day 2. But overall, it was a good experience. I think we all learned how to do it better next time. I think we all learned what to expect. And I also think we're all ready to head home and take a hot shower and get some sleep.